Tonight's title is Let's Dance with Fear. And guess what? Fear and courage are hanging out together. We've got to learn. We got to move through our fears, because once fear cannot stand up against scrutiny. Fear cannot stand up against engagement. It'll dissolve. We can delete our fear. Should I? Prove it to me. Prove it to yourself. It's just working on it, just practicing some simple things to do it. I don't have an education for this. I'm not a psychologist, doctor, pastor, any of those things. No qualifications. None of that. I don't come with any titles other than, man, I'm just excited to be a victorious mindset encourager. Okay? And I'm always challenging myself to get better and closer to the Lord because of it. Problem. Here's problems with this. Fear. We've been programmed with fear since we were little. Haven't we? Through our parents, our families, TV, whatever it may be. The friends we've chosen to have, all the conversations we've chosen to have, fear has been instilled in our backbone. And it's like our spine. Because it holds up anxiety, doubt, hate. All the negative feelings lined up. Fear is the main one. And what he was talking about, I say it like this. Fear turns an ant into a monster. And we do it every day, all day long. The more we work on creating a victorious mindset in the Lord, right? The less the monster, the smaller the monster gets. And then we realize what the Bible says to be true, that the devil is what? A worm. Because we were created to do what? Tread on snakes and scorpions. Right? But here's where we lose. We already have the victory. God sees you as an amazing conqueror, victor. But we don't see ourselves that way. It's time that you realize you are. The enemy doesn't like me saying this tonight. Because when we start getting aha moments to grow in our mind, whoo, it gets exciting. Because I'm determined, I'm focused, I'm fearless, I'm victorious, I'm unstoppable. We want to feel unstoppable, right?
Amen.
We watch movies about it all the time. Anybody seen that movie Limitless? Oh, I just want to take a pill and just grow in knowledge and all that stuff. You saw the guy went nuts. The Lord's the only one that can bring you peace. But I had the Lord for many years and still had anxiety and fear. I had to go to other levels. We always have to grow more to work on changing this. And that's the free will part that He can't do for us.
Yes.
You have to make the choice to do it. Everything is the Lord. People go, Chip, you're not using Jesus in every sentence. Let me explain something. Jesus is keeping me breathing right now.
There you go.
He's holding my hands together with the cells, the molecular structure, all that scientist stuff, I don't know. But He's keeping us together, so everything to me is Jesus.
Come on, bro.
Everything is Jesus.
Right.
I don't want to get caught up religious here. That's gone. The Lord He holds my life together. That's why now I'm trying to work, and I am working to make it better and better, of more value, so He can use it for other people. Doing fasting, learning things. Are they fun things? No. I love having a smoke now and then, doing all that stuff. No, it's just for me. I'm not telling anybody who smokes. Seriously, I'm not. Because I think about doing it all the time. See, our minds, we think about things all the time. But now I have a different reason why I chose to do not some things and not other things. That is not a put on anybody else. Trust me, please. Okay? We're all on our own walk with the Lord, and it's all wonderful. Okay, we're all working on our stuff. You can't step out of the boat to walk on water towards extraordinary success and happiness when you're being dragged under the boat, gasping for air.
No.
It's like on purpose, every morning, I used to handcuff myself to the roller coaster and put it full throttle forward, training up and down. Roller coaster live. Okay, here we go. Oh, shit. Okay. Sorry, Chip said that. Yes. It's nothing more than you said all day long already.
Amen. There you go.
Okay? Let's just kick the religious stuff out of the room. The pink elephants out of the room. Okay? I got tired of being dragged, and on purpose, choosing to be dragged up and down the roller. Just let me handcuff myself to the roller coaster again. Hold on, honey, I got to handcuff myself to the roller coaster. Hit the drive button. I'll be right back, honey. Maybe you want to jump on with me. Let me take you up and down, too.
Yeah.
Okay? Our circumstances and finances are attached by the emotion cord to fear.
Yeah.
But wait, ready for another verse? 1 John 4:18. Let's go to it.
Come on.
And I get a good illustration tonight in front of me. 1 John 4:18. Now what's great is he tells us what we don't have to worry about. His word is 100% correct. We can trust in the Lord with all our heart, not lean on our own understanding. But because of our mindset and the way it's been trained in the world and the fear we have of being physically hurt, we've got to get rid of that. The only way to do it is trust in the Lord. That's why he's given us and tells us about salvation, why Jesus died on the cross for us. We have salvation if you've given your life to Jesus, right? Amen. Now it's creating more victory here, like you know you're going to heaven and it can be any second. And walking in that victory even if things aren't going as well. And I've learned that from you who I've watched do it for so many years and didn't understand. And as I started working on my mindset, I started seeing, that dang Pastor Phil, man, he's been walking like that, even though I know he's got crazy stuff going on in his life. But to be able to have examples in our life and then acknowledge them once we let down those guards in our life to realize, hey, you know what? We put our trust in Jesus and we learn to love people.
There you go.
Ready? 1 John 4:18. There is no fear in love. Whoops! Maybe I need to love a little better. But perfect love drives out fear. Ooh, because fear has to do with punishment. I don't like, no. Torment. Who torments us more than we do? We torment ourselves in our mind. We put ourselves on torture racks. Here, torture me. Whip me. Right? Here, let me jump in my, what are you doing? Oh, I'm jumping in my barbed wire fence right now. Tighten it real, the blood starts pouring out too. I'm really screaming. I mean, in our mind, that's what we do to ourselves. Does everyone get me? Yeah. Am I going real crazy here? Chip, you've lost it. Thank you. Okay. You want him to let me up here again. Okay. There is no fear in love.
There you go.
So, let's learn to love. Bible says second command, which is the most important one I've talked about. What is it? No less important than the first one. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. So that just proves everything I'm talking about. If anybody has any doubts, you were created for extraordinary. In the back of my shirt says, you're an extraordinary miracle, for there's only one you. Is that all true?
Yes.
It's all God's truth. There is no fear in perfect love. Oh, I love that. So the solution to the problem is, fear is nothing more than an emotion of an illusionary thought you create. What, Chip? I create my fear? Yeah. God didn't give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So if he didn't give it to us, who did? Well, the devil did, Chip. You're blaming him. Stop blaming somebody else. He gets the victory then. He's the leader then. Yeah. Whoever you blame is the leader of you.
That's right.
That's good. That's good.
Write that down for me. Oh, it's coming out. Whoever you blame is the leader of you. It's who you're giving the respect to.
There you go.
It's time to face your fears until they dissolve. Just stay in there. Why do we walk away from fear? It's like a repellent, like the opposite of the magnet. You try to put the magnets in. Hey, oh, fear's over there. No, I just want courage. I don't want to deal with the fear. Everyone loves amazing victories, right? Do we love to watch movies like Braveheart, see amazing victories? You know, it's freedom, right? Different things like the Kingdom of Heaven, Gladiator. We all want amazing victories. If you want amazing victories in your life, then courageously engage and expect amazing battles courageously.
Yep.
Expect them. Prepare for them. Get ready for them here.
There you go.
So you said, so we don't walk out on the battlefield, aren't we? Go, whoa, what was that? What's happening? Oh God, now it's here. Let me jump in the torture rack. Let me handcuff myself to the roller coaster, and let's get going on this terror nightmare throughout my day. All right? We can laugh. It's okay, because it's not that bad. Everyone got Jesus here today?
Amen.
You're going to heaven? It could be tonight. Then everything's wonderful. Everything else is a circumstance or finance, and we can put that under our foot. Set our affections on the things above, not on the things of the world, right? Okay. Now, and I want to show you a little bit about dancing with fear. Okay. Who would like to help me real quick? Wolfie, would you mind help me? You mind coming?
All right, Wolfie.
Yeah.
Wolfie, I want you to be fear. Wolfie, you be fear.
All right.
Right up here. Just be fear. Just stand right there, brother. Looks scary. Okay, so when we have our fear, right? Dance with your fear until it becomes courage. And you're like picturing that I'm going to dance with him right now. Go, what's he going to do? See, your mind's already went anxiety and it's crazy, right? No. But our fear, we make from here and we start adding on to it in our minds. Because why? That's where Steven Spielberg lives. That's where Stephen King lives.
Yeah.
Ours. Our own version of them. And we start making those molehills into mountains. Those ants into monsters. And we take this word, fear, and we've attached a terrible emotion to it. And that's what we've associated as a trigger with fear. Here's one of the things that I'm going to share with you. So we want to stay as far away from no fear. But we're back, we're at it. It doesn't ever leave us until we get right in its face and engage it. Does everyone get what I'm saying? Who wants to be courage? Eric, would you be courage? Come on over here. Thank you, brother. Stand right up here for me, please. So we think courage is in a whole other... We think courage is somewhere else. Away from fear, right? We think it's nowhere near. Oh, God, why am I still here? Where's courage? Right? Why are you still angry at me, Wolfie? Come here. Turn around, brother. So, this is the realm of where things exist with fear and courage. You have to engage your fear. Your fear. You scared me. I tripped on my words and everything. You have to dance with your fear. That means you have to get in its face. When you do, and you realize, because when you take the fear out of your mind and stop making it into a monster and write it down, they take the power out of it. Okay? Wolfie, thank you very much. Give Wolfie a hand. Once we take that monster and turn it back into the ant that he really is, or the enemy, the devil, as he is the worm, right? Then all of a sudden, we can open the door. Because the doorways, we have to go through the doorways of our fears to enter the rooms of our courage. And in this room right here, once you drop that, then there's courage. Then
There you go.
you're engaging courage. You're being courageous. Everyone understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to step into a battle courageously, knowing that you've already won.
Yep.
Regardless of what happens. Thank you, Eric. Give Eric a hand. Thank you. Yeah, that's it, Eric. Hopefully that was a fun little illustration of dancing with your fear. So, now, life application for this next week, okay? I talked about last week's gratitude list. 10, 20, 30 grateful